Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a great day. Today we are taking a trip back to Star Wars The Old Republic. In our last episode we got to Dromund Kaas and we had successfully completed the mission where we got our lightsaber. So that is where we are picking up from today. So let's get into it. So here we are. As you can see, this is exactly where we left ourselves at the end of the last episode. So, this is episode 3, so let's get into it. So, we need to go to...
Enjoy your stay.
See, what's her name? Darth Zash first. Okay, so now we've arrived, we are now off to see Darth Zash. There's no main goal for today's one.
Are you acquainted with a big, ugly, half-machine Dark Lord? He had a message for you.
Damn Scotia. What business has he going behind my back, speaking to my apprentice? Trying to intimidate you, no doubt. Wretched monster. More machine than man and dangerously powerful. Ever since I arrived on Dromund Kaas as an apprentice, he's made every effort to stand in my way.
Ustaitnians and Parana, Rahitis ni Aino.
Ultimately, we cannot even begin the search for Tulakhod's ancient power with Scotia's rattling breath on our necks.
There must be something we can do.
Yes. Yes. There is something we can do. Or rather, something you can do. You are going to kill Scotia for me.
Finally, a challenge worthy of me.
Good. That is precisely the attitude you'll need. I cannot be tied to Scotia's murder. Brazen power plays make the Dark Council nervous. But nobody will believe that a mere apprentice could defeat Scotia. It's impossible, and that's why it will work.
The impossible's my speciality.
So it seems. I've begun to piece together the puzzle for Darth Scotia's destruction, but some elements have yet to fall into place. Out in the jungle, a group of slaves has recently revolted. They were working on a colossal statue that has since gone unfinished. I believe Scotia is hiding something of great importance near this statue. Get the archaeological plans to the area from one of the slaves, and contact me by holocommunicator.
In bizo se waitai spila press in kretai. In bize e wanata atragata indais.
Right, there we go.
Arun Jamunja.
Okay, so we're here. I'd like to get a starship today, but I don't think we're going to be able to in the time span that we've got without this being a really long episode. But we'll try our best and see what we can do. We will take on these two missions here.
My lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
I suppose I have the time.
So Darth Vowron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice, Lord Ket, wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
The slave rebellion I'm familiar with, though I didn't know the specifics.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Pretty simple mission, pretty easy.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals.
Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack, and my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I'll return when I know more.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Again, another very simple, very easy mission, and the only reason we are actually going to take these two on is because, well, one of them is right in the area that we're going to, and the other one is just really quick, easy and simple. So, the only reason why you see us taking on some of the side missions is mainly for that reason. It's just because they are in the area that we're going to. Oops. And on the travel over here, you probably did see that I changed around my skills here, because we are now going to need to be a little bit more tactical about it. Going to get my words out then. So that's the only reason why we are doing that, and I'm not going to get involved with other people's wants to do that, because that's just not fair. So it's like I said, it's a simple and easy mission, so there's no big deal. As long as they don't get in my way. There we go. I just realised that our extra XP that we had down here for the guild is no longer there. Ah, and it's still on cooldown. So no extra for the time being. Okay, fair enough. No big deal. Get rid of the rebels over here. The thing is, you come across this, and some of these just go down like it is absolutely no business and it is easy peasy. Then all of a sudden, for some reason, there's one little bugger that just won't die. Very annoying sometimes. But the first few planets are going to be absolutely fine, easy peasy, but there's a few that we're going to get to, and it's going to be a case of, darn it. Not too far.
You're not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
What sort of freak of a slave are you?
I am Traka Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
I was a slave myself, before I became Sith.
Yes, mighty one. Then you do understand. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
By all means, continue.
We are hateful. We are powerful. We are free. In this way, we are already Sith. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow. And there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
I wish you well.
Farewell for now. We return to the shadows.
The thing is he's creepy, but he's also kind of cool. Yeah. Pretty unpopular opinion, but I think he's quite cool. He would actually make quite a good companion, actually, I think. If he was actually a companion, that would make some quite good dialogue, I think. It is, having someone crazy like that. But sadly, we don't have him as one of our people, which is a shame, but never mind. Really? You ain't doing kill these, otherwise we're going to move at the moment, and they are going to go for us, so we might as well swipe them out while we're here.
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
Of course, my master.
Fantastic. I never doubted you. Now, let me see. Ah, yes. How clever. There's a chamber hidden under the Colossus itself. I bet my complete collection of Naga Sado's Yavin 4 writings that you'll find what we're looking for in this chamber.
I'll get inside if I have to destroy the whole Colossus.
Such zeal. But destroying the Colossus won't be necessary. There should be a hidden entrance near the Colossus. It looks like Scotia has an entire underground base. You're looking for a tablet. The tablet is the symbol of leadership of an obscure Trandoshan cult. The lizards believe it was a gift from their deity, the Scorekeeper. Scotia stole the tablet and uses it to exert control over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Give them their relic, and Scotia's power over his bodyguards will turn to vapor.
We'll leave Scotia undefended.
Exactly. You have a sharp mind, apprentice. The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this base. I don't doubt they hold the keys to acquiring the Trandoshan tablet. Best kill them all to be sure.
Inubis just nas jans, now mipan astana tods jans.
Love it when we get the command to just kill everyone. So Sith-like. I love it. Don't like playing as a Jedi in this game. I take so much of the fun out of it. I play this game because I like to be evil in this one, because you very rarely get to play in games as a proper evil person. So you can do like evil personas in games, and you can be a little bit evil here and there. Or you might play the evil person, but you're not that evil. This one, you can just take it as far as you like. Which is so much better. Darn it. Whoops. Is that done? Go down, droid. Go down. There we go. That one done. Doopy doopy doo. Seriously, why do you get to force choke me? I don't get to do it to you yet. There we go, he's down. Much better. Stealth past these ones. Because, like I said in the last episode, there's no point just going around killing absolutely everybody in this. Not at the moment anyway. So yes, it is incredibly Sith-like to kill everyone, but at the minute there isn't a benefit for us to kill everyone. It doesn't give us enough XP to actually be worth spending the time doing that. So we'll do that later on when we need to. But right now, things like this where we've got the bonus, we'll do it. But other than that, there's no proper need to. Let me know down in the comments if you think at some point we should actually change our outfit to be something a bit more Sith-like instead of this apprentice outfit or not. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Because I'm always open to suggestions and ideas. Stop strangling me. Pain in the butt, little man. So I mean, all those go down absolutely fine, and you get this one apprentice that ends up taking longer. And there we go. Good, that's that one down. Doopy doopy doo. And a couple bite of dust. Fantastic. Excellent. That's that one down. And we only need to wipe out one more person to get that bonus. And we're going to come across a couple in a minute anyway, so easy peasy. Oh, right. That's better. Lord, whatever. Not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. Because I will just butcher it. Go down. Thank you. Oh, what? Why is our lightning white suddenly? Has that always been like that? Because our lightning should be purple. I don't recall ever taking him down with white lightning before. I don't recall that. Strange. Okay, never mind. Darn it. It's one thing, it's like in this game there's very few things that can prevent you from knockback. Huh? No. Wait, who? Okay, so we'll join that. Someone invited us to a group, which you can see in the corner here. And the only reason we're going to do that is because you actually get bonus experience for it. So otherwise, I normally wouldn't. But I think we might all be doing the same mission. So if we're doing the same mission, we can get all this done in one go. Stop hitting me. Uh-oh, my bad. Yeah, the only thing is we lose our companion when you get into a group of more than 3, which is a shame, but I can see why they do it, because otherwise you would end up being quite overpowered. Go down.
That was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Screw it, why not? Didn't mean to do this mission with them, but okay. Well, we're here now, so we might as well. This is a possession-based one, but...
Man, I could make a fortune in here. You think maybe I can just take a little? No? Okay, okay.
Oh, I should have stealthed. Darn it. And yes, they might be talking in chat, but up here I'm not opening it because I don't know what else might be said in chat, so we're not using it. So hopefully nothing major comes about. Nice. That actually worked off it. Ooh! No. We have things we need to do. Quick group.
Nandin Quipans.
Summon that one. Is a fast travel near? No. Darn. No big deal. Oh, son of a...
Teufel Atraus.
Ability, that'll work. These are set skills you get for completing each of the story classes, and because I have completed all 8 story classes, I've got 8 separate skills for it. But I do tend to keep some of these in certain places, which I have on all. Okay, we are going to quickly move before he respawns again. Much better. Anyway, right. So that's done. That skill. Maybe that one over there. Maybe that one there. That one there. Put that there. Oh, it's usable from stealth. My bad. Okay, there we go. Back to where we were. Lock that. Oh, full speed. Excellent. Also incredibly nice to have. There we go. Full speed is fantastic for getting around. So you like getting off your vehicle, use your rocket boost, then use your full speed, and you get a nice distance away from everything and everyone.
It's good to see you back. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
Yeah. Your answer is on this datapad.
This is madness. They're serious. Slaves who think they can become Sith.
A slave can become Sith. Never forget that.
Yes, as you say. I'll inform Command. I'm not actually authorized to speak with Sith Lords on the blockade, but I'll make sure they know too. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
I don't. Because you're annoying. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, these lockboxes contain items that can be quite useful, or you end up getting things like this that are not. Can we? No, we can't do it yet.
I've recovered the Trandoshan relic.
Then we've both had success in our endeavors, but the Trandoshan bodyguards are only part of Scotia's defense. His greatest weakness is that he's mostly machine. The rogue Sith Lord, Grathan, is holding a cyborg expert named Dorotsek captive. He has developed a neutralizer for me, the kind that should destroy Scotia's cyborg elements. Find Dorotsek, get him to tell you where the neutralizer is, and then silence him.
Of course, my master.
Grathan's estate is in the jungle. Interrogate the scientist. With any luck, Scotia will soon be out of our way, and then we'll be free to pursue Tulak Horde's lost power as we please.
Ustaitnians and Barana, Rahitis ni Aino.
Hey, we complete our conquest. Wonder where we were going. How far away we were going to be from that? Oh, flip. Okay, I know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go to my stronghold. Well, one of them, anyway. Just move some of this stuff away. I do have an open slot in my legacy bank just for this character.
Selon se carigai. In bizo se waitai spila press in kretai.
By the time we are done, you will have fed to excess.
Anims jai fragibans. Imbate sunjas. Puijangardos wai parpana.
Now that's all dropped off, we can get back to what we're doing. Literally, we are right up here, and we've got to get all the way down there. Yeah, I know there's a fast travel near here, so we'll go this way.
Please, tell me Lord Zash sent you. Please, I can't stand it here any longer. I don't want to die.
Then why are you with the Sith?
Are you Grathan's cyborg expert in chains?
Yes, I am, and I got just what you need. Just what Lord Zash ordered. My finest work yet, though I don't quite see what the use of it is.
Why, to fell Darth, my anxious friend.
But that's just what I'm saying. I don't know how useful it actually is. Lord Zash commissioned this weapon against cyborgs. The thing is, most cyborgs are only 10% machine. You need someone at least 50% machine for the neutralizer to do any real damage.
Oh, my mark's 50% machine at least.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If you want it, take it. It's only a prototype, but I guess it'll work if there's one droid you really want to bash. It's in the lab building, can't be missed. But Grantham wouldn't let me have the power cells I need to power it. You'll need to steal those off his droids.
Easy. But I'm still going to wipe you out. No witnesses.
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
No, please. Lord Zash said she'd free me.
I'm not Lord Zash though. Now we have purple lightning again. So strange. Okay. Never mind. Right. Let's wipe out a couple of droids. Oh. Or maybe we have to wipe out some guardsmen first. Doopy-doopy-doo. Down and out. Also down. Hey, we got one power cell. Decent enough start. Two down. Yeah, droids up here, good. Wow, that's a tiny little gun for a droid like that. Look at that. It's minute. Sorry, got distracted. I don't think I've ever actually even seen that gun for a player. I think that must only be a droid one. But that was tiny, considering the droid was bigger than me. Oh yes, we get attacked by some droids, don't we? Here we go. Forgot that. Down you go. Perfect. Now, let's take this. Perfect. And we return to Zash.
Not a moment too soon, apprentice. Tell me we were successful. Tell me you have the tech we need to destroy Scotia.
It's time to kill Scotia.
Fantastic. Magnificent. Perfect. Then the time to do the deed is now. Scotia is in his chambers as we speak. Be ready. Even with the power you have over him, he will be a frightful sight. Set your nerves of cortosis. Turn your fear into hatred. Remember, Scotia stands between us and glory.
Easy.
I feel as though I've lived my whole life for this moment.
Good. Now listen closely. This is how you will kill Scotia. The relic you found under the Colossus is the key to Scotia's power over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Go to Scotia's chambers and show them the relic. The Trandoshans should stand down, or attack him or something. The confusion should be enough. This is the first step.
Then I use the anti-cyborg prototype to disable him, right?
Exactly. With the bodyguards gone, you can get close enough to Scotia to use the prototype you stole from Grathans. But be mindful. Scotia may be more machine than man, but he's no weakling in the Force. Killing him will still be a challenge.
Challenge? I spit on challenges.
Oh, I wish I could be there to see the contortions on Scotia's malformed face when you destroy him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm due to make an appearance at a party in the Nexus Room Cantina. Meet me there when you're done.
Okay. Time to kill Scotia. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo, doopy-doo.
I see. Nothing yet. What makes this slave so bold as to enter my chambers? Tell me, slave, are you insane, or do you have a death wish?
If you think this is bad, you should meet my other personality.
Sounds like me in real life.
Kill her.
Nah.
I'm your master now.
Clever. Zash must have stayed up many a night to think of that one. I suppose you'll be sending my bodyguards away now, or maybe you'll order them to kill me.
Yeah, working out for the evil one, so...
It
kill.
should at least be entertaining. Tear him to pieces.
You shouldn't have done that. The bodyguards, they're nothing. Show. But you subverted my authority, took my slaves from me, and that makes me angry. And killing you will be over too soon. No. I think you're going to have to suffer first.
Oh, pathetic little man. Too big for your boots. Yeah, right, I forgot that. Since these don't use up any of our sound bars or anything down here, so which is quite helpful. Oh, didn't need to do that one.
What is this? Ha! Did you... Zash! Zash! You've killed me!
Don't blame Zash. This is all me.
Mindless. You don't know what Zash can do. Think of how many years she must have spent plotting my death. She will kill you, just like she's killed me.
We're Sith. We all betray each other.
I killed you, not Zash.
Sith betray each other. It's what we do. I always forget about this lift. Some of the lifts you can stand in and it'll automatically put you on it. Other ones you get stuck halfway.
Well, when I'd heard she'd taken up with a Mandalorian, I was scandalised. Just scandalised.
A Mandalorian? Does nobody value Sith blood these days?
I know. Don't you think so, Zash?
The places Amin's Whitehouse fools. Go and dida seek from Tauhans.
I'm sorry, will you excuse me? I need to have a quick chat with my apprentice.
You must. Now, as I was saying.
Thank the Emperor you've arrived. It doesn't matter how much one drinks. These parties are just dull. I hope you've come to cheer me up.
Hey, when we get older, we have boring meetings and parties. Comes with age.
I have done as you wished, and killed the Darth.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant. You have performed magnificently, apprentice. None of this would have been possible without you.
Lord Zash.
Darth Thanaton.
Oh, Thanaton.
I'm honored.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Don't go anywhere just yet, apprentice. This call won't take long, and I have some further instructions for you. As I said, my lord, I'm honored. But why call me?
You have nerve, Zash. Nerve. But I thought you were smarter.
With all respect, Darth Thanaton, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play ignorant with me, Zash. Scotia's dead, and you killed him.
Scotia? Dead? That's the first I've heard of it. When did this happen?
Just now, Zash, and you know it. What did you expect to gain? His position? His title? You know it doesn't work that way. Where's your discretion?
Discretion? I've been at this party for ages. I may have had a little much to drink, but I'm fairly certain I haven't murdered anyone. Though I have always fancied Scotia's chambers. So much more shelf space.
Zash, I don't want to have this conversation by hollow. Report to my chambers immediately.
Yes, Darth Thanaton. It'll be my pleasure.
I hate Darth Thanaton more than any of the other Darths that I've come across in this game. I really hate him.
What was that all about?
Give me time to talk to Thanaton and then meet me in Darth Scotia's chambers. And don't worry, you've played your part, now it's time for me to play mine. We did it, apprentice.
And we go back again. This happens a lot in this game.
There she is. It's Lord Zash's apprentice. Surely she knows.
You wouldn't tell us if she did.
Warpine's Brigan Iswis Buidan.
Still, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it?
Gonna let it rest.
I will not let it rest. Everyone knows Lord Zash was at the party when Scotia was killed, and yet everyone knows she killed him. She somehow devised a way of being in two places at once. If I let it rest, we'll all be dead.
That's not fear I smell, is it?
No, of course not. But one must be ever vigilant on Dromund Kaas so that your enemies don't gain an advantage.
Maybe you shouldn't talk so much then.
But I must know. Please, you must tell me. How did Zash kill Darth Scotia?
Actually, I killed Scotia.
Clearly she's not going to tell you, Kieran. Let it rest.
Fine then, fine. But I'm warning you, Calaveras. Lord Zash is becoming too powerful too quickly. Since when has anyone in the history of the Sith committed a murder so brazenly, yet made it appear that she was somewhere else the entire time? It's enough to wake the Emperor, I tell you.
Such an idiot. Never mind.
Perfect timing, apprentice. I just met with that insufferable Thanaton, and I have good news.
Shame you didn't stick a lightsaber through his throat. That's how much I hate him.
Everyone's talking about how you killed Scotia.
Good. Let them talk. They can't prove anything, and it'll drive them mad. And my meeting went exactly as I planned. You would have been proud of me. I went into a reprimand, but I emerged a Darth.
You've certainly earned it.
I did more than you realize. Nevertheless, what's important is that we are finally free to act. Remember the map you found on Korriban that pointed us to the power of Tulak Horde? The first piece of that artifact, that power, is here on Dromund Kaas. This piece is in the deepest chamber of the Dark Temple. Scotia always hoarded the key to the chamber like a Hutt hoards his credits. Now I have Scotia's title, his chambers, his research, and his key. He always said I would enter the Dark Temple over his rusting corpse. However, I won't be the one to go into the Dark Temple. You will.
It will be my pleasure.
Before I went to Korriban to choose an apprentice, a furious apparition awakened in the Dark Temple, implacable in its anger, murdering all who trespassed on the innermost chamber. But I had a dream. An apprentice of low origin humbled himself, or herself as it happened, before the apparition, pacifying it. That's why you and your peers were chosen.
I always knew I was special.
You've been a far more capable apprentice than I ever hoped. But for this task, you must put aside your pride. You must go into the temple and face the apparition. And when you do, I believe that your humility will be the key. Still, I want you to know, I'm not certain you're the one from my dream. I fear I may be sending you to your death.
I eat apparitions for dinner.
You have a wonderfully deranged mind, and you're right. Tulak Horde's power awaits us both. We must not lose sight of this goal. Use this glyph to enter the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple. Humble yourself before the apparition, and bring back the piece of the artifact.
Sai galut saira, iswis us urf bendan, ja atnam, in puidang darja.
Right, here we go, next part. Ouch.
Yes. I have been waiting for you. I felt your movements in the Force, and they stirred me from my nightmare. I am still too weak to leave, but I knew if I made myself enough of a nuisance, you would eventually come. The Sith throw flesh endlessly at what they cannot control. And here you are, blood of my blood. Here you are.
What are you talking about?
You don't know me. Has our family fallen so far that the daughter of my daughters does not know the name of Calig, the name so long revered in the annals of the Sith? You are my descendant. By how many generations I do not know. But know this. Your strength in the Force has awakened me from my stupor.
What do you mean, I awakened you?
When the weaklings of this planet trespassed my tomb, I rose, resuming my former life. This temple became my kingdom, and I was once more Lord of the Sith. But when you
first grasped the hilt of your lightsaber, I knew my hour had come and gone. That your strength, not mine, would return our family to glory.
But I'm a former slave.
That is my shame. I was once one of the greatest lords of the Sith. If I'd been wiser, I could have secured my family's greatness. But I let down my guard and was betrayed by a man called Tulak Hord, whom I trusted as a friend.
Iplaces amins wajhais fools. Gawantida seek from Tauhans.
Ha! Your master is dead, beast. You serve the child of Khalid now. Flesh of my flesh, you should teach your servant to obey.
I defeated him once. I can control him.
Such confidence, such pride. In restoring our bloodline to glory, you must not make the same mistake. Treachery is the Sith's endless game. You must win it.
Don't worry about me.
Beware your master. Beware your apprentice. Never be taken by surprise. Do these things, and you will be unstoppable. But you have not come to see me. You have come for the artifact I managed to wrest from Tulak Hord before he died. Take the artifact, but be careful. I know not what it does, only that betrayal follows it everywhere.
When betrayal shows up, I'll kill it.
If only all things were so simple. Keep your eyes open. I hunger for the day when our power will be restored. We will meet again.
See, now things like that is why I love this storyline. It has so many little details that are so much more interesting and entertaining than the others. Notice how carefully she picks it up and then just like throws it in her back pocket.
Apprentice, do you have the artifact yet?
Of course I do.
I have the artifact in hand.
Of course. Brilliant. Magnificent. Hurry back to Scotia's, my chambers. I cannot wait to see this artifact. And I have a surprise for you.
I'll see you in Scotia's chambers shortly.
Good. Good. Oh, I can't wait. Fantastic, Apprentice. You're just in time for my surprise. Since you left for the Dark Temple, I've been reading and reading and reading. Scotia's chambers are a treasure trove of research. Now, who would have thought a man like that had such a curious intellect? It almost makes me regret that we had to kill him. But let me see this wonderful artifact you found.
It's right here. Have it.
Excellent. Magnificent. It all begins here, Apprentice. But tell me, how did you manage to pacify the apparition?
Apparently, he was my ancestor.
Remarkable. A slave's lost ancestor turns up in the Dark Temple, and I sense your incredible destiny doesn't stop there. I've been studying Tulak Hord's artifacts closely for some time, and one glance at this one you brought back confirms everything I've suspected. These artifacts will change everything, Apprentice. You especially. They will make you more powerful than you could imagine. I have foreseen it.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit of power.
Never such as this. This artifact is one of 5 that together describe a peculiar ritual used by the great Tulak Hord when he conquered the Dromund system. Until I have all the artifacts, I cannot understand the full nature of the ritual. but I have foreseen that you alone will wield the ritual's power. The artifacts are scattered across the galaxy, some hidden by Tulak Hord himself, and some wrenched from his hands by betrayers. Documents and Scotia's effects point to Balmora and Nar Shaddaa, but I will need to do more research to locate the other two.
What do I do to get there?
Ah, yes. That brings me to my surprise. If you're going to find these artifacts, you'll need a ship, and so I have ordered you one. All you need to do is pick it up.
Hell yes.
For me? You're too kind.
Yes, you've earned it. You'll find your ship at the spaceport. Then, the galaxy is yours to explore. Don't forget to contact me when you reach each planet for more information on the artifacts' locations. Good luck, and good hunting.
Ababarna habens, Glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao.
Fantastic. So we are actually getting our ship in this episode. Our goal this episode was to get our ship, and there it is, the Fury. In my opinion, the best ship out of all the ones you can actually get in this game. I love this one. It's detailed, but it's not over the top. Ugh, love it. Show you from another angle. Home sweet home. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get out into the galaxy.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, that totem droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
Gentle and kind is going a little bit too far.
So, I get a starship, and a servant too. Not bad at all.
I am relieved, pleased that you find me agreeable. I will never disappoint you, master. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Fury-class Imperial Interceptor, a versatile craft combining a starfighter's maneuverability with armament to rival larger military vessels. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
So, this is our galaxy map, but this, everyone, is where we are going to end this episode. Sitting in the ship captain's seat. So, thank you all very much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one.